Hello everyone, it's Yolanda. So I'm here with a quick card tutorial. In my Tuesday morning haul, I shared this stamp set and I had an idea for it. I was inspired by some cards I've made in the past using a technique shared in a video by Jennifer McGuire, and it was using distress inks and watercolor paper, creating these pretty backgrounds. And I shared these cards. So I was inspired to make something with that stamp set, and a couple people on that video commented that they would like to see it. But then I was watching Lindsay the Frugal Crafter make a card using this adorable cactus stamp set that she got from Top Flight Stamps, and it is Carabelle Studio. It's called Cactus. So I am going to show you real quick how to do the background, and I will link Jennifer's video down below, and then we will put together a super cute card that I made. All right, so you are just going to need watercolor paper. You can use whatever you have. I just happen to have a bunch of it, and I cut it down. I was making some other backgrounds. I just cut it down to card size. I also have some postcards, and yeah, then you can trim it down from there depending what. See, this is one of the postcards I did. I have to do something with it. Anyhow, so you just need a sheet. You use an acrylic block. You can use any size. For this demonstration, I'm going to use this bigger one. It's a Tim Holtz. But then for the card that I'm going to make, I used a smaller one. So you need whatever distress inks you want, and it's easier with the little spots, the little small ones, because you can, well, you'll see right now. So you just pick the colors that you'd like, and then you need a water bottle or some water to spritz, and that's it. Okay. Oh, and something heavy, because we're going to set it aside for a second. That was Jennifer's tip, like to set it aside for about 5 minutes to let the ink absorb into the paper and to get the best effect. So that's what we're going to do. And I will get one ready, move it off to the side, and then we'll make the card with the background I already have ready. Already have done and dried. Okay, so you just pick either 3 to 4 colors. I picked these 4. And you are going to, now these Tim Holtz stamps, they have lines on one side, and they actually have a little bit of a texture. And I realized on one of the backgrounds that I did, I think I might have used it for the card, that you could see those lines depending, like if you inked the side that you can feel them on. And it doesn't look bad, but I'm going to use the smooth side. And so you just tap your ink across in whatever order you'd like. I used Mowed Lawn, Spiced Marmalade, Fossilized Amber, and then Peeled Paint. Okay, and then we are just going to spritz it up with some water. I'm going to do that off camera, so I don't want to get my table all wet. And you just, I'll show you right now, just really get it really nice and wet, and then you are going to place it right down on your watercolor paper. You see how nice that looks? Okay, then you are just going to set something heavy on top of it, and we're going to put it aside for about 5 minutes. This is a cute little donut that my daughter made me in ceramics class. Okay, so we're just going to move it aside. And then I have everything ready for the card that we're going to make. Whoopsie. This is not as easy as it looks. It's so funny because my daughter, one of my daughters, I have 4 daughters, she was at her boyfriend's house, and apparently sometimes they watch my YouTube videos. So she comes home one day and she says, So, you don't do tutorials anymore? You just do haul videos? And I guess that was a hint, like, get to making something, lady. Just don't show what you bought. So that's why I've been actually, thanks Madison. She was my little bit of a push to start making tutorials again, besides you guys as well. Okay, so this is a background that I've already created. It's all dried. And I do like to let it sit longer under something heavy after I've taken it out from underneath what I just showed you. Once I've blotted off what I don't want anymore and I let it air dry just for a little bit. Then I like to set it under something heavy so that it dries completely flat, but I didn't have the chance to do it with this one, so it is still a little warped. But we're gonna glue it down really well. I already have my card base and I already have my mat all set. So I'm going to stamp first the little pot. And we're just going to stamp that right here. And then I created a mask so that I can stamp my cactus and it looks like it's actually sitting in the pot and not like hovering above it. I've been paper crafting for about 25 years. So I've done a lot of different stuff, and ultimately I just love to come back to some simple card making and simple techniques. So if you're new to card making, you don't know what a mask is. I cannot find my Post-it notes. Well, you're just going to use a Post-it note. Dang it. Okay, I don't know where they went. They disappeared on my desk. You just get a Post-it note. What I did is I stamped the pot on here and I just trimmed it so it was really close to the edge, and then you just stick it down like that over your stamped image, okay? And then I'm going to ink up the cactus. And then I'm going to position it right, just the bottom of it, just a little bit overlapping that mask. And then stamp with some good pressure. And then when you lift it off, voila, it really looks like your cactus is sitting right in there. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, then let's see, what did I do? Oh, we're going to glue it down to our mat. And I'm going to use, I really like these Elmer's Craft Bond extra strength glue sticks. They're really good. They're really sticky. They really glue stuff down really well. I was very pleasantly surprised. In one of my other videos, I showed you how I was using the other Elmer's glue that comes in these little tubes. This is an embellishment glue, which I didn't realize, but I really like it. And the same with this. I think I bought that like in a pack. It came with a couple of these, and then it came with those little tubes. So I really like it. All right, and I'm just going to, I flipped it upside down because this corner's a little bit bent, and I'd rather have that towards the bottom of the card than at the top, because then you'll notice it. Okay, so since this is still a little warped, I am going to get my brayer and just really give it a good press so that that glue really gets stuck on there and it flattens out. Get a good, yeah, there we go. See, it's still a little warped. Alrighty, then Roxy Fur, my pal here on YouTube, she had made some really cute watercolored cards, and she gave a good tip. I should have let this dry flatten out longer. When she glued down the cards to the base on some stuff she made, she used the double-sided tape on the mat, and like really make sure you get the whole entire card, the edge to edge, like really make sure that you cover it really well, because then when you adhere it to the card, it really keeps it flat, is what I'm trying to say. So I've already put this tape on so that you didn't have to watch me do that. And then we'll just peel this all off. Okay. Then I have my card base all ready. And I'm going to put that right there. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to spritz it real quick with some Color Shine. This Heidi Swap, the gold. It's just, I don't want to get it on the matte card. Not that it would matter if it did, but I just really don't want it on there. So I'm just going to give it a quick spritz off camera. And I did get a little bit too much on there for my liking, so I'm just going to take a little bit off. Darn it. Okay, that's good. Then I'll adhere the card down. I mean, this part. Okay, looks good. Press it down. There we go. Cute little card. And then we need a little sentiment. So I'm going to stamp hello using, holy smokes, Yolanda, get it together. I had another stamp set. Okay, I'm going to find it right now and I'll show you. And then I'm just going to stamp hello right here on the bottom. Okay. And then, oh, here we go. Sorry for the reach in front of the camera. This stamp set, Hampton Art. Hampton Art. Doodlebug Incorporated. I guess Hampton Art made there some stamps. Has a whole bunch of little sayings. I got this from Michael's. And yeah, so there we go. Isn't that cute? And then these are the other two that I made. And then this is the bigger one I did. And then you can also just stamp that pot on cardstock and cut it out and glue it down. Okay, now let's take a peek and see what this looks like. We'll take this off. Whoops. So then you just lift it off. And then if there's water that you don't want on there, you can use a piece of paper to dab it off, or you can use a napkin, whichever. I just have this paper right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. Just dab off what you don't want if there's a lot. And then there you go. Look at that. Isn't that really pretty? And then I'm just going to set it aside to dry for a couple minutes. And then I will put it under something heavy to dry further so that it'll dry flat. So super fun. I really like this technique. It's easy and it's quite effective. So anyhow, okay. And then I want to show you just real quick, just another little card share. So in my stash of stuff one day while I was cleaning, I found these little note card things that I bought a long time ago from Stampin' Up. They're retired now, or discontinued, but you can make any small card, like a gift card not a gift card, a gift enclosure. Not a gift card holder, but just, you know, like a little note if you're giving a gift. I'm sure you can even create something like this, like in Cricut Design Space or something, but I've had them forever and I wanted to use them up. They come with little envelopes. And then in the same time I was cleaning, I found these pastel chalks that I've had forever as well. And I broke them out. I used to love always coloring with chalks and colored pencils and kind of gotten away from it. But I just created these simple cards that are just so cute and easy. And, you know, made them in no time at all. And I used this Krylon workable fixative. So if you want, I'll do a couple cards with the chalk pencils. And you can also use hairspray. And if you don't have any type of fixative, like actual can of art fixative, hairspray works just as well. But I don't use hairspray anymore. So I don't have any hairspray. So luckily I had that though. Anyhow, I'm rambling. But yeah, look at how cute. And I'm going to display them. Oh, here's my little Post-it notes I was looking for. I'm going to display them in this Tim Holtz thingamabobber here, the ATC card holder. I'm going to sell these at my next boutique and just make a whole bunch and fit them in here like that. Sell them for like $1. Super cute. So I would have cleared out some stash and made something cute and made a little bit of money. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this tutorial. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. And let me know what you think in the comments. So until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.